Hey, y'all, good morning and welcome back to the channel, y'all. It is a beautiful Saturday morning. Aries is out here in the shed with me. It's 74 degrees Fahrenheit. Aries says, welcome to Pelion, South Carolina, everybody. Glad y'all could join us. And y'all, without further ado, let's get into it. And let's see what the worm wizards are doing today. It's going to be a nice warm day today. I'm anticipating a little activity. Let's see. Let me zoom in a little bit so we can see him when I open the lid. Alright, y'all ready? Alright, here we go. Okay. I can still smell that coffee in the air a little bit. I did put a little bit of chicken feed down yesterday underneath each one of the, in the bins. You know, I put these coffee filters and tea bags and coffee in the middle, pretty much, and I spread the coffee around. Now I put the tea bags back, the coffee filters back in the middle. Well, I went back and I pulled that back and I sprinkled a little bit of chicken feed under each one and I put the coffee filters back over them. So I'm kind of interested to see if the worms ate all the chicken feed underneath the coffee filter. But we'll wait until the end and I'll come back and lift that up and check. Let's see. Ooh, look at there. Ooh, there's lots of worms in this bin, y'all. Yeah, y'all, if anybody needs some red wiggler worms to go fishing or start their own worm bin or throw in their compost pile or their compost bin, y'all, if you go into the description of these videos, I posted a link there, and if you click on it, it'll take you over to our eBay store, y'all, and if you want to, I can hook you up with some worms for whatever you're doing. I even sell worm castings and the worm leachate that I collect in the bottom of these, in pans in the bottom of these bins. Although we don't have a whole lot of that. There's usually a limited supply of that for sale. Oh, look at all the wormies. Y'all, it's a beautiful spring day. The birds are buzzing. The birds are chirping. The bees are buzzing. Jack's in the background crowing every once in a while. What's that thermometer say? Okay, so the temperature's rising. I don't know. Is that where it was yesterday? It's about 77, I think, yesterday, wasn't it? So it's about 77 again today. I'm going to watch that temperature. If it gets a little too warm, I'll get a little concerned if it gets over 80 or 90. Might be detrimental to the wormies. Might have to figure out a way to keep them cool. I was talking with, I think, was it Mike? Was it Southside Mike? I can't remember who I was speaking with. And we were talking about possibly putting some ice packs, using ice packs to keep the worm bins cool. Yeah, I wonder if we put some blocks of ice or something in each bin and let them slowly melt throughout the day, if that would help keep the bins cooler. Although I don't know if it's a problem yet. I don't think it's gotten hot enough for us to worry about that quite yet. But definitely in the heat of the summer, I probably will have to worry about that. I thought about running a drop cord out here and rigging up a fan that oscillates just to stir the air around over here in the corner of the shed. Maybe I can cool the bins a little bit that way. I don't know. If you out there have experience with keeping your worm bins cool in the summer, drop it in the comments below and share your knowledge with us. If you got any pro tips, I sure would appreciate it, and I'd love to hear what you got to say. Maybe you got a good idea that I ain't ever thought of. Yes, sir. But for now, we're just going to keep our eye on it, observe, make sure it don't get too hot. I'm going to try to control it by not putting much feed in there or anything in there that's going to heat up too much. Which is another reason why when I top feed the chicken feed on top, I don't usually, well, I never do unless it's an accident. I don't stir it into the bedding or cover it up with any bedding. Because that stuff, when it gets wet and starts decomposing, it starts heating up. And if you get it up on that soil, it'll trap that heat under there and build up into the bedding. And the worms don't like that. Yes, sir. Yep. If anybody's interested, I saw my Japanese timber bamboo started putting up fresh shoots for the spring. If you go over to my eBay store, I got Japanese timber bamboo for sale too. I'll dig up for you. Oh yeah, look at there. Ah, see, look at there. They didn't actually get and eat the chicken feed underneath the coffee filters. It looks like those little mites are getting at it though. Yep. Yep, sure enough. Yeah, I might sprinkle a little diatomaceous earth in my bins today, just to kind of see if I can quell back the mite population a little bit. Let's see, I need to look under here and see if there's any worms right up underneath there. No. Well, there's a few right there. Look at there. These red wigglers, their castings make the best organic fertilizer you can add to your garden, y'all. The plants will thank you. We got that for sale on our eBay store too, if anybody's interested. I use it all the time. I'm going to use it this weekend. I got to prepare my cucumber, my patch that I usually plant my cucumbers in. I'm going to hoe that up today. Ooh, look at all those worms. I'm going to hoe that up today, and maybe tomorrow I'm going to add the compost to the garden and the worm castings and plant my cucumber seeds. Yes, sir. If you got a favorite way you use worm castings, drop it in the comments below. I've heard some folks like to use their worm castings in compost teas, or they mix them with their raised bed gardening or their soil, make their own super soils, they call it, I think. Might be wrong there. Let me know, did they call it a super soil? When you add organic fertilizers and worm castings and things to a good soil mix. That's what I call it. I call it super soil. Once you get it all mixed together with the good stuff. Oh yeah. Well, see, they're not even messing with those tea bags yet. Probably be a while. They gotta get them tea bags. They gotta get the microbiology from the bin has to get in them and really start working in them for the worms to start enjoying them. That's the thing. There ain't many things that the worms like to eat fresh. If anything, I think they like everything to be decomposing. They won't eat living material, or, you know. See if they're getting into those tea bags. Nope, see? They're not even messing with those tea bags. They're still too fresh. See? Still too fresh. But that apple. Oh, nope. Not messing with that either. Yeah, y'all. I got the worms. Anybody need some worms or some castings? But if you don't need if you're not a gardener and you're not a fisherman or nothing, and you're not trying to raise worms or start no worm bin, and you still want to support the channel and support us, well, y'all, the way you can do it, and guess what? It's free. The way you can do it is just giving these videos a thumbs up, maybe sharing them with a friend. If you really like them, come on and join the journey and subscribe to the channel, y'all. Every day I do videos like this, checking on my worms, bringing y'all along for the journey. Ain't nothing scripted. I just take it every day as it comes. I never know what's going to happen. You find out with me. If you like genuine, unscripted, genuine reality TV, well, that's what I'm doing. And every day I bring you along on my chores. Like I say, tending to my red wiggler worms and checking on my blue lace red Wyandotte chickens and feeding them. Well, y'all, that's the kind of thing you're into. That's the kind of thing I do. I'd love for you to come join the channel. $1,659 of y'all already joined. And I want to thank each and every one of y'all from the bottom of my heart. I sure do appreciate it, y'all. We might even break 1,700 subscribers this weekend. It's possible. We only need about 41 more subscribers and we'll cross that 1,700 mark. And y'all, if you're new to the channel, you might not know, when we get to 2,500 subscribers, I'm having a giveaway. I'm giving away 2 American Silver Eagles. That's right. I'm giving away 2 troy ounces of fine silver. The giveaway is going to be open to everybody, too. We just have to get to 2,500 subscribers first. And we're less than 850 away now. So if you guys could help us, and we're trying to get there by July the 4th of this year. So if you guys could give us a hand and subscribe to the channel, I sure would appreciate it. And when we get there, we'll have that giveaway, and maybe you'll be the lucky winner. Yep. Okay, they didn't eat all that chicken feed. All right. Well, what I'm going to do is not feed them any chicken feed today. But I think, well, see, I ain't going to give them no chicken feed today, because tomorrow I plan on giving them mushroom compost. And today I'll sprinkle a little bit of that diatomaceous earth I have in the bin, and I'll even take a video of it. Because I think I don't know, they're not getting out of control. But I'm noticing them in the other bins too, so I'm just going to give it a little powdering of that diatomaceous earth. Well, y'all, if you made it this far, drop me a comment down below and let me know. Tell me, I made it all the way to the end, Lucas. Alright, y'all. Well, if you made it this far, you already know it. I appreciate it. God bless you. And y'all come back now. You hear?